How do you start your online business? Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So this video is all about how to start your online business, and I want to make it really clear. This is not going to be a video talking about like how to legally register your company, make sure you're trading legally and make sure that you have your bank account set up. It's not about making sure that you have insurance and you're doing things you're qualified to do. None of that. I do trainings that talk you through that, and that is really important stuff. But this video predominantly is just going to be about helping you gain clarity about when you're starting, how should you operate, what should you be offering. Now, if you watched the previous video on this YouTube channel, you'll know that I spoke about one of the best online business models for most people is simply teaching things that you're passionate about and that you know and have experience in to people that don't have that experience and knowledge. I spoke about leaning into your strengths, and I spoke about utilizing things like courses, online coaching, one-to-one sessions and memberships to bring value to the people that want to work with you. Now, when it comes to actually practically starting that business, people generally are uncertain about how do they do it, what do they do? And there's this idea of a funnel. So at the top of the funnel is where you have most people, and this is where you're giving out your free stuff. This is where you're doing your podcast, your YouTube channel, your social media content. Then you've got low ticket offers. So this is things like memberships. Then you've got your mid ticket, which is more like programs, group coaching. And then your high ticket, which generally is highest value and is most likely to be more the one-to-one service. You'll usually get less people at the high end, but that's where they pay the most and therefore are going to get the most from you and subsequently get the highest level of results at the high ticket end. So a lot of people have this idea of starting a business where they have this value ladder, and when they start the business, they have the memberships, they have the high ticket, the mid ticket, the free stuff, and they try and do everything. Here is my advice from many years experience, and importantly, a lot of years getting it very wrong. So yeah, basically I'm here to share where I've been an idiot so that you don't have to be an idiot. Congratulations. Well done. You're welcome. I get to be the idiot for us both. I really am an idiot. I really actually am still an idiot. Anyway, back to business. The problem with having lots of different offers when you start your business is they require you to market yourself slightly different for each. They're usually going to have slightly different target audiences. We have this idea in our head that we're going to have this funnel and people will come in at the free stuff and then they'll pay the low ticket and then they'll move up to mid ticket and then they'll go to high ticket. And yes, sometimes that happens a little bit, but generally in my experience, that's not how it happens. The people buying the low ticket stuff are different people to who are going to buy the high ticket stuff generally. And when you've got so much to offer to so many different people, that means you find yourself generally spreading yourself quite thin, generally overwhelmed, generally overworked, and generally doing average in all these different areas. So here is my advice to you when you are starting your business. How do you start? You start predominantly by putting together one key program. This is something I learned from one of the mentors that I've been coached under, Lisa Johnson. Shout out to Lisa. She also spoke at my event in Leeds early this year and was amazing, absolutely incredible. Cannot rave about her enough. But she spoke about this idea when she was sharing how she made £20 million in a 7-year period. She spoke about how she had one main program that did the quote unquote heavy lifting. So I would recommend to a new business, for most people, looking at more a mid to high ticket kind of product. And the reason I say that is, say you've got a target of £2,000 a month and you have a low ticket membership at £9 a month, something like that. You're going to need to convince around 200 plus people to hand over some money every single month consistently to be hitting that target of around £2,000 a month. Whereas if you have a product that's around £1,000, you only need to convince 2, maybe 3 people to buy that product, which is a lot easier to get 2 to 3 people to buy into something of high value than 200 people to buy into something of lower value. So again, to be clear, for all you naysayers out there are always exceptions to the rule. But as a general guide, I would say when you're starting your business, how you want to start is you want to have a mid to high ticket program where you invest a lot of time and energy into creating the best program you can, where the cost of investment from the consumer, client, student is maybe a bit higher, but in doing so, you can get the highest level of results for that person, which then means you're going to have somebody who's going to really value what they did with you, which means you're likely to get higher testimonials, better word of mouth, and so on, which then you can grow from there. So please, follow my advice from someone who's got it wrong very, very many times and has learned the hard way. If you are starting an online business, I would say get really clear on who your target audience is. Be specific, niche down, don't try and be everything to everybody. And then once you're clear on that, don't try and offer 100 different services and products and price points for that target audience. Go with more mid to high ticket and maybe have 1 or 2 solid programs you can deliver in the early stages and really focus on making them the best they possibly can. And then over the months and the years ahead, that's when you can start to adapt, evolve, grow, offer more once the income is coming in and people are already raving about you. Let me know in the comments below, did you find this useful? I really, really hope you did. And I really hope you take this seriously. I don't want to just be another YouTube channel where people go, oh yeah, that made sense, and then they don't do anything with it. Please do get to work. If you're starting an online business, really think about what this key program is going to be. I also want to say, if you're struggling with it, please do either click the link in the comments below, as I'm doing a completely free 90-minute webinar talking you through strategies, giving you exercises to go away and do that are going to really, really help you with all the stuff I'm talking about on this YouTube channel. It's a little bit more practical than the YouTube, and it's a little bit more step-by-step strategy based. And also, if you want to work with me one-to-one, I do still have some availability for those kind of services if you want that personalized support from me. So just drop me a message, make sure you follow me on Instagram and all that kind of good stuff. And if you feel it's going to be useful and a good fit, we can either book in a one-off call or we can do a 4-week coaching package to help you with your online business. But in the meantime, whether you choose to do that or not, I hope this video in and of itself has been useful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and stay here for the next video. I don't mean literally like stay here. I don't mean just like stay wherever you are now waiting for the next video. I just mean like make sure you're following this thing, this channel, and don't just watch other people and then forget about me. That's what I'm trying to say. Remember, I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm trying to give as much genuine, clear advice as I can, not just motivation, waffle, and fluff. Let me know how I'm doing. Is it fluffy or is it clear and concise? Let me know. That end bit was definitely too waffly. That was a waffle ending. I'm going to coin that phrase. Waffle ender. Waffle ender. No, that sounds wrong. Waffle ender. Such a waffle ender. Look at him, he's such a waffle ender. No, we're not going to say waffle ender. That does not